Hi, mamas and friends. It's time for another late night write. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but life. Let's see here. I have not written a single thing all week. Isn't that horrible? So I'm still at the 56,800 words that I had done last week. And I've decorated my little notebook, ta-da, with my little stickers to reward myself. Because writing is hard sometimes, and you guys have been struggling with me through the end of this novel. Usually by the time I'm this far in a book, all the scenes fall into place. Now, I've had quite a few life distractions during the last, couple months. What month is it? It's January. Yeah, and I actually finished the majority of this book in November. So since the end of November, I've only written about 6,000 words, which is not all that great. Hi, Eunice. So, yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. And I again, like I told you, I'd have to watch a movie and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, life has been kind of hard. So I have my notes, which I can't show you because they have secret scenes and little tellings about what might happen in the plot. And I don't want to reveal anything to you guys there. So I'm going to get into it. I don't know. I might just write the scenes I have here. And then when I'm doing my rewrites, put in a transition scene. I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to set my timer, but I did notice by watching one of my old videos, my timer is loud. And if you have like any kind of sensory or focus issues, and that thing's going ding, 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 oh my goodness, I don't know if I would be able to write with it if it was that loud to me. So instead I'm using a new, an app I have called, what is it called? It's called the Forest app. I have a couple different apps, and this app is going to help you stay focused. So I put it on my phone. It's really cute. It's got a little tree. And if you stay focused for the amount of time you set in, the tree grows. But if you don't, like if you answer your phone or if you check a text message or a Facebook post, your tree dies. And so you really want to keep this little fake tree living. I told you, it's whatever works to get this done. And it's not necessarily a writer's app, but it's just a focused app. So we're going to try to do, I'm going to try my best to hit up 3 rounds tonight. We'll see how I do. I'm really tired and we're behind schedule. So our first round, we're going to do 20-minute round. So again, gather anything you need that you might need to focus on, or maybe you're folding laundry or whatever, and you just need to know someone else out there in the world is working at the same time you are and is trying to stay focused at the same time you are. Well, that will be me. I will be doing that for you. So let's see if this works better than the timer. Here we go. 20 minutes. Okay. plaque just fell off my wall. Did you guys hear that? Not a good omen. It's my plaque for my bees and my bee book. All right, that was round 1. We made it 20 minutes. Let's see. So celebrate your success, whatever it is. Did you get all your towels folded? Did you meal plan for the next week? You know, hi to all the kids out there that there's not like that do their schoolwork with me. What did you get done? Did you finish an essay? An Annie chart? Maybe you just finally made it through that chapter of whatever you're reading that's stressing you out. It's easier to do it with someone else, isn't it? All right, so I am now at 57,199 words, which means I was 1 word away. Am I thinking right? From writing 200 words. I wrote 399 words in 20 minutes. Still, I'm trying not to be disappointed in myself because, like I said, you can't edit words that aren't on the page. So any words you get on the page is better than nothing. But usually I'm a lot faster than that, and it's frustrating the turd biscuits out of me because I want to be done with this. I see the end. I have a clear picture of what's going. I just can't get there. I'm thinking maybe I made my plot too complex. I don't know. So let's get our timer ready and we'll do another 20 minutes. Okay. I have another drink of coffee first. Ooh. In case you didn't know, you guys, I know I've told you I'm a homeschooler, so every day is a school day here. Every day is a school day, but I also tutor, and normally I tutor on Wednesdays. So when you see me, I've spent the whole day tutoring and I'm finally landing at home. My day is crazy. I'm gone most of the day. I come home, I make dinner, then we're off to do something else. So when you write with me at night, I have been like going all day long. And that's usually a really actually good time for me to write because my brain is already awake, even though it's exhausted. But for some reason tonight, I just cannot pull my brain out and make it work. And then my computer's acting crazy. Why are you doing that, computer? Why? No. Oh, I hate it when it like autocorrects your indents and stuff and it thinks you're doing it just right. Okay. So let's hit the start button and go for another 20. Get started. Hi, guys. What's up?
Can I listen to some
What are you listening to?
something you put on?
What was it again?
You gonna listen to it?
Yeah, you get 15 more minutes and then no more.
Thank you.
Like I told you, I'm a mom. So little girl just got up, can't sleep. She wants to listen to more audiobook. That's the discussion you just heard. And now let's get back. What do your kids do to get themselves to sleep? My kids just don't sleep. Not really. And here comes the audiobook.
How long?
15 minutes? But hey, there's not a video game distracting me today. Okay. hiccup. I'm stuck. I have my list of scenes and I can't even get through. Let's see how much longer I have. I have 10 more minutes. I can't even get through 20 minutes. My cute little tree will die. Yes, I need to give up. I can't even get through 20 minutes without getting stuck. I think I wrote I wrote 120 more words in 10 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm all confused. I have too many moving pieces. Too many moving pieces. So I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write down my 120 words and total it up. 57, 319. Now, I'm not going to do my third round the same way I just did this round because I'm stuck. I have all these things that need to happen, and I don't know what order they need to go in. And I don't really know how my protagonist is going to get from point A to point B. So I have to do a lot of asking of questions, and I have to get the right people going and making the right discoveries to make things lead to where they need to go. It's really hard because I really like someone to talk it out with, but I don't want to talk it out with you guys because when you get my book, and this one will not be out for a while, this is book 3, and I haven't even released book 2 yet. So this is book 3. When you get it, I want you to be surprised and I want you to enjoy the story. So I can't tell you everything. And I have some readers that read for me before I finished editing, but I don't want to talk too much to them either because I want them to get it with fresh eyes so they can tell me if it makes sense or if I'm just a crazy loony person, because sometimes I'll think it makes sense because I've seen it in my head. It's like a movie and I'm catching the movie in like sitcom segments that I call scenes. And I see that this person needs to be here, this person needs to be here. Part of my problem is that for this series, I've decided to write in third person, but I don't see everything. So I'm not, omniscient. I can't see everything. I'm limited. So I can only see inside the thoughts and the actions of a few characters. But that's really hard because you've got to keep a timeline for each character. You've got to figure out what they're doing, and you have to get them all to merge at the same moment to make it come out all right. And it's really confusing and really hard. And I hope it's not too confusing to read. I know that some people don't like books where you are in, it's like multiple points of view. People don't like those because you skip around. That happens to be how this specific series is going to work. I'm also in the middle of writing a sci-fi series, and that's in first person. And then I'm writing, like I told you, I have so many stories in my head. I'm writing I'm outlining out another series, and that's in first person as well. It's like interrupted first person is what I would call it. But this one has so many different characters doing so many different things that after a while I've left one so silent for so long, I'm worried people forget they're in the book. Because my books are about homeschool moms in a small town, and they solve mysteries together. And let's see, how many are there? There's my main character, and she's the main one. And then she has two friends who help her out, who are approximately her age. And then she has a younger cohort that helps her out too. So it's hard to know exactly whose point of view I should see. Should I limit it to just those four? I do include little snippets of my victim's point of view in there, but not very often. It's not very often at all. So that's like 5 points of view. That maybe that's way too much. Mm-hmm. But oh well, that's how this series is going to be. So that's where I'm having a problem. So I'm going to set a timer again for 10 minutes. And this time, let me save this. If you're writing on a computer, anything, schoolwork, menus, whatever you're doing, save it now. Just a friendly little word of advice, save it now. So what I'm going to do for the next 10 minutes is I'm going to push my keyboard away, and I am going to, come on, save. Okay. Did you save? I sure hope so. I'm going to come up with 57,000 more words to tell the story over again. Okay. So what you're going to see me do is I'm going to reach over here. Hello, Franklin. Into my huge chest of drawers. It always is. And I'm going to pull out my Sharpies because for some reason I think better when I'm writing on Sharpies. Actually, I think best when I'm writing on a whiteboard, but whiteboards can be erased, and that's not really good for keeping your plot points on. So I'm going to push my computer. Let me set my coffee down. Out of the way. Oh, my hair clip. Let me put my hair up. I'm going to set my timer, and I am going to outline. I'm going to try to figure out how my characters are going to get to where I need them to get. I don't know why this is all encumbered. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. And yes, it counts as a sprint. It just doesn't count as a word count because I'm not going to have words. I'm going to have a outline. But that should help me, hopefully, next time. Get my Sharpies and my markers. And today is such a important day. The more thoughts I have to get down on paper, the fatter my Sharpie. All right, so this one's just going to be 10 minutes, and I'm going to be, like I told you, outlining. Let's see if we can make it grow a tree again. Remove this withered plant. Yes, I'm sorry, plant, I let you die. Okay, so 10 minutes. Ready? Let's go. Sharpies. They just smell like school. Okay. Let's see. Okay, what's happening? See, I'm going to start out with what's happening, and then lead down to what needs to happen. At this moment. What else is happening? Oh. So, without showing you guys too much, these are the main things that are happening right now that are plot points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 huge things are happening, and they're converging. Different color Sharpie. What needs to happen is next. What needs to happen? How is she going to piece this all together? Yes, I'm going to talk to myself. Do you guys talk to yourself? So after I figure out what's going on, then I figure out what needs to happen. And then I start talking to myself like this. Like, I can just tell you one thing right now. Lydia needs to deliver a package. Okay. So that's something that has to happen to move my plot forward. All right. So she got to deliver a package. So now, while I'm talking to myself, I start asking myself things like, why? Why does she have to deliver that package? What makes her realize she has to deliver that package? Who is going to be there to receive the package? What is their reaction going to be like? Does that need to come before or after something else? What will happen immediately after she delivers the package? Because I could deliver this thing prematurely and then write the ending in my book and forget that nobody's going to understand why this thing was important because I forgot to write a different scene first. I usually find those out when I'm editing anyway, because there's always at least one scene that I've either way overwritten or forgotten to write completely. Especially when it comes to like spooky scenes, like I was writing the other day, or scenes of excitement, I guess. Like I wrote in my first novel, there's a kind of like a car scene, and that was the hardest scene to edit because I kept reading it like I was in the middle of a car scene, a car, excitement, and I couldn't find my mistakes. So I actually had to stop and read it backwards and fill it in. New Sharpie. Oh, school supplies are awesome. So here's what needs to happen next. So now I'm going to answer all those questions. How do you guys think it out with yourself? Let's see. Yeah, that's a good idea. Who's going to find that? Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. Now. See? But now that seems like it's an in scene. So I've got to do an in-between scene. I love these fine tip ones, but they don't work for writing notes. I have to have a fatter, broader one. I don't know. Maybe it's something sensory. It's all right. I've always known I was a little strange. Okay. Where are we right now? Sometimes I actually draw it out too, which is sad because I'm a horrible artist. Okay. Oh my goodness, I just realized I need more Sharpies. Oh, good. I found some more. Okay, so it's here. I don't know if that actually needs to happen. What would be happening when she does that? Sorry, I'm shaking today. Why does she need to do that? Why, Franklin? Hmm. There we go. Okay. Oh, my 10 minutes is up. Look. Oh, don't touch it. We grew a little tiny bush together. Yay. All right. So that was a lot of craziness and rambling. Maybe later in the week, once I've gotten all these questions and answers down and sorted out my mind again, maybe I'll do an impromptu write with me. I would really like it. It'd be super cool, I think, if I finish this on a write along with me. So maybe I'll work on it, and then once I know I'm getting close, I'll do a write along so that you guys can celebrate with me when I finally finish book 3. You know, through my studying of writing, everybody tells me that the sequel to your first novel is the hardest to write. Well, that one, I don't know, maybe it's like childbirth, where you kind of forget the anguish after you're done with it and you only see the baby. Maybe I'm just forgetting that was really hard, but this one is really hard. And it's hard to focus on it because the next one is already knocking on my head and it's going, hey, write me. And I'm afraid I'm going to forget it. And then the one after that, book number 5 is already there too, saying, hurry up, Sarah. Oh my goodness. So how do you guys do? Did you write? Did you fold laundry? What did you do? Did you get confused? Do you get confused like that? Like I did? Do you get stumped? You stump yourself? For your writers out there, what do you do when you get just brain fogged and messed up? How do you continue? How do you push on? So I know a lot of people, they plot out every single scene, I can't do that. It makes me feel like I've already written the book and then the desire to put it all together is gone. I've done that before and it's ruined my books for me. But at the same time, I can't just sit down and come up with something. I have to have a backbone structure. And then I start writing out on notebooks, just on legal pads, little scenes or snippets or things. And then sometimes while I'm falling asleep at night, a character will talk to me. Yeah, it sounds like a crazy person. I'm kind of thinking writers are all crazy. Will talk to me and tell me something like, hey, here's this funny line or here's this funny joke or something. And I'll write that down the next morning, or I'll turn over and write it down right away. Hi. But, my brain is just not focusing. What do you guys do for focus? Do any of you take any special supplements to help you focus? Oh, I think it's just how it's going to be for this book. All right, I'm getting closer to getting done. 57,319 words. I'm thinking this book will be about 60,000 in its first draft, which isn't very long. It's not a very long book. So I think we've got about 2,700 to write. I don't know. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's almost been an hour. My goodness. And I don't feel like I've accomplished very much, but maybe you did. Let me know what you did. Encourage me and encourage each other. Tomorrow is What the book chat? Oh, yes, I'm going to answer all those questions from last week. Please, if you haven't answered those questions yourself, go ahead and go back and watch last Thursday's book chat video. I think I'm sitting on the couch and I've got like a brown and black striped shirt on, and I've got my glasses because I hadn't had my panic attack yet, so I could find my glasses. Well, I ask you questions about what you're reading. Please go back and watch that and post your answers in the comments, and then I'll have something more to talk about when I'm filling you in on what my answers to those questions are. Ask your own questions. I would love that. Ask any question you want, and I'll do my best to answer it online on a Facebook, on a live. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. I love hanging out with you guys. I'll catch you next time. Bye. And my live went goofy again. Bye.